Jesus and his disciples were going into the city of Jericho. There was a crowd of people following them, and as they were entering the city, a blind beggar asked what was going on.
Why is there so much noise? What's happening? Who's here?
It's Jesus of Nazareth. He's coming into Jericho.
Jesus? Teacher, Lord, please have mercy on me.
When those who were at the front of the crowd heard the blind beggar calling for Jesus, they told him to stop. They didn't want Jesus to be bothered by a blind beggar, but he yelled even more loudly,
Son of David, please have mercy on me.
Jesus had heard the calls and commanded for the man to be brought to him.
What do you want me to do for you?
Lord, I want to be able to see.
May it be done. Your faith has healed you.
As soon as Jesus had said this, the blind man began to see. He was amazed and began to praise God and follow Jesus. When the other people in the crowd saw what had just happened, they too began to praise God. Then Jesus and his disciples continued into Jericho, with the crowd following behind. In the town of Jericho there lived a man named Zacchaeus. He was one of the chief tax collectors, and so was very rich, and also disliked by most people. Zacchaeus was also a very short man. As Jesus and his disciples were passing by, Zacchaeus saw the large crowds and wondered what it meant. Jesus! Jesus!
Look, Jesus
Right
is
there!
here!
Jesus!
Jesus? Wow, I want to see him. Excuse me, pardon me. Could I come through, please?
Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus, but because he was short, he couldn't get past the crowd.
Excuse me, I'd like to get by now, son. Oh, I want to see Jesus, but there's no way I can. I'm too short. What can I do?
As he was thinking how he could see Jesus, Zacchaeus saw a tall sycamore tree ahead in the direction Jesus and his disciples were going. So he decided to try and climb it.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can not do this. Ah!
Zacchaeus was getting frustrated that he could not climb the tree to see Jesus better, and was worrying that if he didn't get up there soon, he would miss his chance.
This time, I'm getting up there.
When Zacchaeus finally made it to the top, Jesus had come to the tree. He then looked up and said to Zacchaeus,
Zacchaeus, come down here at once. I must stay at your house today.
Huh? What? Yes.
Zacchaeus was very surprised that Jesus saw him, but even more surprised that Jesus knew who he was. He wondered how Jesus knew his name because they had never met before. But when Jesus called him, he quickly climbed down from the tree and led Jesus and his disciples to his house gladly. When people saw that Jesus was going to Zacchaeus' house, they began to talk to themselves.
What? He's going to Zacchaeus' house?
He's a tax collector. He's a sinner.
Jesus must not know.
Or maybe he does and just doesn't care.
Zacchaeus had been climbing down while the people were saying these things, but had heard them all. He felt sad because people said these things about him, and so when he came to Jesus, he said,
My Lord, I don't know why you want to come to my house today, but I want to tell you something here and now. I will give half of all that I own to those who are poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything through taxes, I will pay it back. I will pay it back 4 times the amount I took.
Whoa!
Wow!
Yeah!
Hi!
Zacchaeus, I am very proud of you. I came to you today because the Son of Man came to look for the lost and save them. Know that today you have been saved.